All right, so y'all had asked me to do a review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I was reluctant to do so because Love and Marriage Huntsville, they irritate me because they too old to be acting like this. They too old to be acting like this. First of all, I didn't know that they were my age, or in my age range, because they look a lot older, and I thought they knew better, but they don't. So we're gonna move on. So this is Love and Marriage Huntsville. I got mad notes, y'all, so just be ready. Um, I'm gonna give a couple of ages for them because that's the context before we go with the back and forth. So Martell is 38, Melody is 34, Marceau is 40, Teacher is 39. They look old as all hell. Maybe it's the makeup, maybe because they just look older. I don't know. So this is Melody's special delivery. Why was it relevant? But I mean, okay, because of what happened last season. And it's a brief overview. Last season, they went through hell because they found out that Martell cheated. They found out the woman was Arian Curry. They did the gender reveal. Melody was not happy. Like, the pictures just show, looks crazy. So Melody's talking about, last season was a divorce, and she's going to get divorced. She's talking to her hairstylist. She's like, girl, if I don't get this divorce, you tap me on the shoulder. You tell me I'm getting divorced. I am done. I am done. And the hairstylist is like, girl, yeah, right. She's flat on her head. Yeah, okay, let me know when. Just tell me. Now the blogs are saying the reality radio personality Tony Terrell is talking about, the blogs are saying they split up with the mistress Arian Curry. Now, before I continue, I will say, as of June, I want to say the alleged Arian Curry mistress, because Martell is really trying to put this to bed and not talk about it. And allegedly they're getting a divorce in the blogs now. Like, if y'all getting a divorce now, allegedly, wouldn't y'all try to wait till after the season is over? Because y'all talking about this whole process throughout the whole season, how y'all love each other, y'all gonna get together, y'all gonna do this, and you forgave him, but y'all getting a divorce, allegedly. Like, really? Why not wait? Like, because move on. So Melody's doing her photo shoot, talking about marriage and going forward, and you love them and you grow old, and basically they're kissing in the photo shoot. He's kissing her belly, and there she just, her air about her during the entire couple of episodes just seems so fake. Like, she's just trying to get that last check for this show. And Martell is adamant about not speaking about it because Martell is talking to production, and production is like, where'd they find her? And he's like, oh, under a rock. Now you trying to get a girl under a rock when you was under her? Like, really, who does that? And Melody is saying how they have each other's passcodes to their phones, and they've been together 13 years. And I'm just like, now me personally, I've been married, this year is 20 years. I know his passcode because he's not a phone person, and he don't know certain things when it comes to a phone, so it's just easier. He has my face, so he can put my phone to my face and open my phone. I don't care. But I have a passcode on my phone for work, so I can't. He doesn't have that. But it's like, is that validity? Is that enough to say he ain't gonna cheat? Because we all know there's other ways around it. And you could have another phone. Like, there's just so many options. And if you have to go through having a passcode, checking their phone, and then she even said he has to, what did she say? When he goes somewhere, a meeting or whatever, that he FaceTimes her to show her, like, where he at. So you got your phone, hey, Melody, I'm here. You see the people? I mean, I get it. He has infidelity, so if that's the level of security you need, so be it. Me personally, I could not do that. I couldn't live like that because it's like you're on pins and needles every time they go somewhere. Every time. And it's too much on you personally and mentally, especially that she's pregnant. Then they show Melody's brother talking to her about the situation. He said, I can't help to not know what's going on because his students, he's a teacher, are asking, you didn't beat him up? Like, what's going on? And Melody just tries to like, yeah, well, we working through, we love each other, and we trying to get through it, and this and that. Again, seeming very fake and phony in her comments. And they're half sister and brother, so they have the same dad, different mom, but they still have a good relationship. And Melody hasn't seen her dad in over a year, and he's like, the phone worked both ways. Like, if you don't call him, if he don't call you, you don't call him. And she's like, but I hope dad comes to my baby shower, and I love him. And she just skirts around a lot of conversation, and it's irritating. But she has no explanation as to why she hasn't called him. I don't call my dad every day. I don't call him every week. Maybe every couple weeks I'll call him. Me and my dad are close. But I feel like I'll call him. Me and my mom, not so much. Like, I talk to her when she's calling me for something, but I don't call her like that, and it's just what it is. She comes to my house to visit my son, but I just don't call her. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, right, wrong. That's my relationship with her. We don't really have one, so that's what it is. But a year wouldn't go by that I haven't heard her voice or seen her. That ain't gonna happen. So it is beyond me. Then Sadar, Martell's brother, comes by to help to get the baby's room together, to put the crib and stuff together. And he's talking to Martell like, yeah, so I've been seeing the blogs. Oh, excuse me. And he's saying to us that when we found out about the alleged mistress, Arian. And he's asking Martell, like, Martell's like, oh, what's being said? Man, please, you know what's being said. It's all over the place. I know you're reading it, and people get forwarding it to you. So, and I missed the parts. They said somebody spray painted Mel's car or the girl's car. And Martell's like, oh, yeah, I ain't letting nobody come between me and my wife. Too late. You already did. But his attitude and her attitude, I feel like Melody and Martell had a conversation at some point before the show started and said, we're going to be very evasive. We're never going to admit details, and we're not going to put any fuel to this fire to give the blogs more to say. But it makes the show, it puts the show in a weird space. If we're going to talk about it, be transparent, so there's no room for additional comments or different narratives to be spun off of what actually happened. If me and my husband went through something similar in the public, I would do a Jada and Will. We had an entanglement, and this is what happened. Like, I'm not going to be going, like, it's already out there. Put the truth out there and lay it to rest so people can just move on. Because you said it, your husband said it, and it's done. But Martell keeps, oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. So that leaves everybody to their own devices and to say what they want to say and make up things to add to the fire. What else? So then Melody's still talking to her brother. Oh, sorry. Sorry, no, it's Sadar. It was saying he knows the woman because they used to all hang out at a bar together. And when the world found out who it was, he was like, I know her from this bar. So she was either a waitress, a bartender, some kind of in the service industry. This woman was. And Martell was like, I'm moving forward. I just don't want to, look back. And he called the girl a peasant. Like, stop. Just stop. Because you seem real corny right now. Real corny. And then you see the production fade to black, and it says, production attempted to contact the woman in question, but did not receive a response before the first broadcast of this episode. La. Ain't no way in the world this woman, alleged woman, would not want to share her story and not seem like she was the home-wrecking woman that she could be, maybe, possibly. No way. If my name was put in the paper, for money, I'm going to talk about it. For money, I'm going to talk about it. And for money, I'm going to talk about it. Especially if you work in a restaurant. You ain't making that good of a coin. So I'm waiting for the big explosion, because she got to talk about something. Unless they, Melody and them gave her some money some hush money. Did they give her some hush money, y'all? Because I watch Funky Dineva, and he was like, I know people personally who can validate, and they never reached out to her. And that makes total sense, because who would not want to clear their name? But we're gonna move on. So then they at the and then they bring the kids and her mom, Melody's mom, to the doctor's appointment to see the baby's face on a 3D or 4D sonogram. And Martell is saying the baby couldn't come at a better time. And Melody says to her mom, me and Martell couldn't be in a better place, and she hopes it stays that way, and she wants to fall in love again. They've been together 13 years, and she hopes her dad comes. And Melody's mom is like, yeah, I hope he comes too. And her mom is real classy, like real classy. Like, I'm not going to talk trash about him. I'm going to be real, a grown-ass woman like she should be, and just be like, I hope your dad comes too to support you. It is her dad. Then the baby shower comes, and she meets with her staff, the chef and everything, to talk about the baby shower and the finalization. And the chef kills me. Yeah, we're going to have a puff pastry with chicken and vegetables and a cream sauce in a little, cute little puff pastry. Chicken pot pie? Chicken pot pie, stop it. That was funny to me. But the Melody's like, she wants the, and I've never seen, this meeting could have been a phone call. They didn't taste no food. They saw a visual of one table, and then they had other options on the backdrop or of a vision board. And it's like, if you're not going to show me each table so I can pick which table I want, and I can't taste no food, why am I here? Whatever. And then they ask for a final head count, and she calls Kimmy. If Destiny's the host and your wedding planner is the planner, why are you calling Kimmy? So she calls Kimmy, and Kimmy is like, yeah, is the whole gang coming? And she's just like, you talking about Tisha and Marceau? And she's like, yeah, she's like, nope. And then the show, flashes back to the reunion with Tisha. Is like, wasn't Melody trying to sleep with you, Marceau? And Marcel's like, stop. And I feel like Marceau and Martell have something going on, or had something going on, because it's just, something's going on there, and I'm going to wait. And then she was saying that they had a Twitter beef because Tisha popped up talking about her mom, Melody's mom. And then Tisha's mom is so messy. Tisha's mom is like a Mama Joyce. Like, she be here with it, and she's so involved in the mess. So Melody was like, yeah, I'm done with her after that, because we don't talk about moms, families, and kids. So then they show Martell going to counseling, and he's saying it's easier to get counsel from a third party, because when you're in it and the people who are involved are in it, you can't see what's really happening. I'm confused. If you're involved in something that you know is wrong, you know this part, your heart knows is wrong. Your mind knows is wrong. So what do you mean clarification helps you from a third party? I stole some gum from the store. I know it's wrong. I knew it was wrong when I picked it up and put it in my pocket. So what third party got to tell me? The police got to tell me, that was wrong? I'm confused. Y'all, again, this is why I came back to the age thing. Y'all too old and grown to not know better. Then they talk about his dad, and he was saying his dad was in jail the majority of his life, and he hasn't bonded with his dad, even though his dad is back in his life. But he doesn't know what he missed growing up, because none of the kids in his neighborhood had dads, which is horrible. It's just, on my block, we had, I want to say, one of the family blocks, or a typical block. I don't know. And that's all I grew up with. So since I was 3, I remember my mom and dad, we had a house. My next door neighbor, let me see, what side was it? My next door neighbor on the left of me was brothers and sisters, mother and father. The neighbor on the right of me was an older woman that had a daycare center, and she had older kids. Across the street, there was the neighbors, they had kids, mother and father. Yes, I knew people who did not have mothers and fathers, and I feel horrible. There was one neighbor on the block. He was an older guy, but he was like the teen, and we was in 10, 11, 12. It was his mom, but never saw his dad. And then the girls next door to him it was three of them, and they had their mom and dad was like random. I can't imagine not growing up with both of my parents to see what I missed. I'm thankful that my dad was always around, never was missing, and was like a staple in my house. And so was my mom, whether we had a good relationship or not. She was there, he was there. I guess things that a father can't teach, a mother can't teach. So I don't know how that changes people with doing better. I mean, I always feel like if you didn't have a good relationship with your mom, that's me, when you have children, you want better for them and you do everything that did not happen for you. Whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing, you just do what you know how to do, and you fill the void that you had so that the next generation doesn't feel the same thing you felt, and you just do better because you always want better for your kids. You want better for their kids, and you want to keep that tradition going. You don't want to do the same thing that was done to you, because then where's that going? You know? So I hope that Martell seeking counsel will help, him get better with it. Are we saying that because he didn't have a father, that he didn't have a good, that he is why he cheated? Did his father? Sorry, got cut off. Then it goes to the baby shower, and everybody's outside, and Martell and Melody arrive on a horse and carriage. And I'm like, didn't you say you didn't want it to be over the top? You wanted just to be elegant. You didn't want it to be over the top, but here you come on a horse and carriage. But whatever, it's cute. A baby shower is a good time to celebrate a new life. And I'm glad that they seem to be doing well. And the Royal Hope family, they're greeting people with hugging, and everybody's genuinely happy. Baby is a blessing, and so is a marriage, but they are faking it. And we know they're faking it because they got they're getting a divorce allegedly, according to the blogs. And Destiny and her husband LeBaric did the prayer, and they keep pushing Destiny and LeBaric on, and I'm just like, all right, I mean, what y'all do? He got a barbecue restaurant. And so then they show both of the moms talking at the table, they're eating, and Melody's mom is just like this. And Martell's mom is like, yeah. And I hope they're gonna be fine, and they're gonna be fine. And Mel's mom it's like, I spoke to your son several times about what he did to my daughter. And she's like, okay. Like, she's part of the whole we're not gonna talk about it situation too. She eating her food and just ignoring whatever happened, never responding to her, which is like shady, but whatever. Destiny talks to Melody, and the camera zooms in right at the top of Melody's scalp to show that whole blonde track. I'm like, file your hairstylist, because every time Melody gets her hair done with that color, you see that whole good track just laid right there and a thin piece of hair over it. You make too much money, Melody, don't you? You got a power couple. You got a royal family. Your track shouldn't be showing. Or the camera people shouldn't be seeing it, that they can zoom in on your track every time it's wrong. Then she's telling Destiny Tisha reached out and she didn't answer her. She ignored it. But she said, when I don't answer her, like 6 minutes later, she pops in and has something negative to say. And then that's why she said, we're never going to be friends again. I'm done with her. And it's like, Tisha, why are you pushing? That wasn't your best friend. That's not going to be your best friend. So why are you pushing so hard to be Melody's friend? And her husband told her, you are really pushing this for what reason? If my best friend and I got into an argument, whether it was the same way they got into an argument or it got messy like that, and we're trying to bridge the gap and come back together, that's a valid reason. If you were a friend, I don't call you, you don't call me, I might not invite you, I might invite you, then I'm not going to push that hard. But Tisha is really pushing hard for Melody to be her friend again. Why? I don't know. So then Destiny is like, can I talk to Kimmy for a minute? And she talks to Kimmy about, and they flash back to when LeBaric and them were in all together, and they were saying, like, who is the group? And Kimmy was like, I don't know who they are. I know he fries good chicken. And that's all Kimmy knows about him. So that's why she said the comment. She wasn't being shady. That's all she knew about the man is he got good chicken. So she's like, oh, don't try to come for my baby. He fries good chicken. And she's like, I felt comfortable in saying what I said. Maybe I'm not funny as I thought I was, but I said what I said, and I ain't changing it. He made good chicken, and I don't know who you are. Now what? Why are you mad at her? If I don't know who you are, and that's all I know of you is you got good chicken, I will say the same exact thing. Don't be mad. Make yourself more relevant in the show then. How about that? And then Destiny talks. They start with the games. And Destiny's like, oh, we're gonna do a game of taboo, baby shower taboo, and the winner of the game will get a gift certificate to my husband's barbecue place. And Kimmy knows about my baby's good chicken, right, Kimmy? She tried him. Girl, you are 38, 39. Calm down. Calm down. You really had to dig in one more time because Kimmy put you in your place, really? Then they show Martell and Sadar talking, and he's like, yeah, but you didn't have to go on Twitter talking about Tisha had a butt job and the tummy tuck. And Marceau was like, well, Marceau said he had video of Martell's mom. And it's just, y'all are too grown to be going through the back and forth. Y'all too grown for this. And I wish they would stop it because y'all, again, are just too grown. Y'all in your upper 30s, early 40s. Why y'all? Let it go if it's not worth it. I will never understand it. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. I'll talk to y'all in a couple days about episode 2 because y'all asked me, so I'm going to do it.